Good day, my friends, and welcome to the first of hopefully many episodes of our Let's Play Starbound series. This series is something that I've been wanting to do and promised that I'm going to do, and today I'm finally making good on that promise. It's been a topsy-turvy, up and down roller coaster of a ride trying to get this series going. I'm not sure why exactly. Part of it was due to the fact that I was having some capturing issues with the game. Not sure exactly why, but I seem to have ironed it out. What was happening was I would get fairly far in the game only to realize that my game wasn't being captured and it was frozen halfway through, which is really a buzzkill. So I managed to fix that. Everything should be fine now. But before we get going, I'd just like to briefly go over the game specifics here for anybody who's not familiar with it. So Starbound is a space sandbox type game. It's two-dimensional. It's not unlike Terraria. In my opinion, it has better graphics than Terraria and way more content, but that's arguable. It's sort of like a 2D version of Minecraft, and in some ways it also reminds me a lot of Empyrean. Obviously, being two-dimensional rather than three-dimensional. On that note, we know how dangerous three dimensions can be. It's a little inside joke for some of you there. So anyway, this game is made by Chucklefish, and the developer is very active. They're super good. They're on top of their game, no pun intended. You can see here they release updates regularly, and there's always new stuff being added to the game. I'm always super curious to see what they're going to come out with next. I mean, if you check out their Facebook page or even their dev blog, you'll see that they're constantly releasing content and different little updates. I mean, look at this. This little floating platform here reminds me of Super Mario Brothers. You can see this one here goes crazy. He's got like a hook that he can go on there. That's very cool. Anyway, just to show you how active this developer is, the game is currently in beta phase. So it actually still hasn't even been released, and it's been a few years now, I think. I've been playing this since it was released on and off. I've got maybe 50 to 100 hours put in. But as I said, I had some mishaps with my capturing, so I wasn't able to do this series until now. But today is the fateful day where we're finally going to get started with episode 1 of our Starbound Let's Play series. So without further ado, let's get it going. There's the Chucklefish. There's the staple penguin, giraffe, and koala bear. And one thing I'm going to do before we get started here, I noticed on my test recording that the volume was a little loud, so I'm going to turn that down. A couple things also while we're in the options here. Let me turn this down to about 50%. That should be good. We still hear the music and the sound effects, but it won't be overpowering over my softly spoken voice. So a couple things I like to do, make sure your resolution's set the way you want it, obviously. Crank that up. Whoa, not that high. I can't go that high just yet. Eventually. So zoom level, I prefer it to be zoomed out a little bit more. If you prefer it to be zoomed in, you can go in as far as 4 times, but that's really close. It's hard to see around you at that point. 3 times is kind of in the middle. Still a little close for my liking, so I like to keep it at 1 times. Or sorry, 2 times. And if there was a 1 times, I would probably do that as well. But 2 times works just fine. Speech bubbles you want to have on, generally speaking, and full screen, of course, leave that on. For some reason, the full screen wasn't staying on for me, but it looks like it did work that time. And then your controls as well. You want to go through that, make sure that that's set up the way that you want. Some of these expressions and things like that I won't be using a whole lot, but they are mapped if you want to use them. As I quickly go through this, I don't see anything that really sticks out here that I need to change, so I'm just going to go ahead with the default controls. Bear in mind that I haven't played this game for quite some time, and I'm still not by no means am I an expert on this game, so there's going to be a few times where I probably need to refer back to the controls to figure out, what I need to do to perform a certain action, or if I forget, how to do something, I'll refer back to the controls, or maybe their website or something like that. Anyway, let's get going. So As I said, I started a few. I want to say at least 4 or 5 times I started this series, and something always happened. I felt like I was cursed with Starbound. Just wasn't working out for me. But fingers crossed, toes crossed, and various other parts for today to work as intended. As you can see, we're running beta version Glad Giraffe update number 3. Asset source main game assets 16th of December 2015. Asset source folder blah blah blah. Assets digest 8D555839. So there you have it. Alright, so our options are good, not too much to mess around with there. I'm not going to do a multiplayer for the series. It will be single player, but if any of you guys out there play Starbound and you want to start up a multiplayer server with me, I would love that. So get in contact with me and we'll talk around making that happen. I can host servers or I can do whatever we need, dedicated server, whatever, to make that happen. But for now, for our Let's Play series, we're going to do single player. And when I do that, you're going to see my failed attempts at hardcore characters. Banana Man was my personal favorite, who unfortunately was lost to the ages. I probably have some of the footage of those games somewhere, but as I said, a couple of the screen capturing videos froze, so all you hear is audio, which is really lame. Dr. Zaius was going to be my backup hardcore character. And of course we got Bender here, which I didn't really advance. Bender was originally my first, or one of my first Starbound characters. He was a normal character, and then I remade him in this game for hardcore. Zashi is my single player game on normal mode, but we're not going to use any of these actually. What we're going to do, and I hate to do this, whoops, did not mean to do that, but there's Zashi anyway. She's fairly advanced in this stage, maybe 10 to 20 hours in. I guess that wouldn't really be advanced, but she's more advanced than the other hardcore characters. Anyway, going back here, I'm actually going to delete all of my characters and start fresh yet again for the umpteenth time at this point. Alright, so a fresh start again. I'm kind of sad to see Zashi go because I really like that character. And I was doing well in the game, but for anybody who plays RPGs out there, you know that if it's, if you put a month or two or more between your game sessions, it's really hard to pick up from where you left off unless you leave yourself little notes or anything like that. So better to just start fresh, especially on a Let's Play series. So let's go ahead and create our character. As far as the species go, there are let's see, there are 7 different species. We've got the humans, we've got the avians, the apex, which are like the monkeys, the florin, which are the plant creatures, the hylotl, which is like a 3-eyed alien type of species. You got the glitch, which is the robot, obviously, and you have the Nova Kid, which is like the Star Child. I guess that's the pun there. So I'm not going to put a whole lot of thought into this. However, I would love to recreate Banana Man if I could. Trying to remember how I made Banana Man in the first place. He did. Oh, there we go. I was going to say he did really look like a banana. That's probably as close as we can get without getting our eyes wet. So. Let's see. What screams banana for a shirt? Suspenders? Sure. Why not? Kind of like those green pants there. You can change the color and all that. Personality. Here he's a little apprehensive. He's confident. Little dainty, I guess you could say. Dainty with his chest puffed out? I don't know. Shouldn't really try to put a name on these personalities. Normal. Very normal. I like the confident approach. Belly button. You can't really see his belly button, so whatever. Brand is the face. Trying to remember what we used. Maybe a plus or an X. Actually, I think I used this last time. Not really sure why. There's a star there as well. Hey, a blank. I like that. Now he looks even more like a banana. Can we get a more banana-esque color? There we go. That's banana-like. Shirt color. Of course, I'm going to go with either yellow or red. I don't see any yellow. Let's go with red. Red suspenders is always good. Pants color. That's only the button, unfortunately. So let's leave that. I don't know. Let's just make that red. Okay, so what mode are we going to play on here? Casual, you only lose pixels upon death. Normal, you lose pixels and you drop your resources upon death. And then, as you know, hardcore, when you die, your character stays dead. Game over, that's it. So I'm going to go with normal this time. Originally in my Let's Play series I was going to do hardcore, but not really appropriate for a Let's Play series that you hope will last a long time. So let's go with normal. The challenge here should be fairly good, and I'm going to bring Banana Man back to life. Banana Man, can't spell. Banana Man. For anybody that doesn't know what a Banana Man is, it's this candy. It's like a marshmallow type candy that you carve faces and stuff in with your fingernail or whatever tool you have available. People make all kinds of amazing creations with their bananas. Okay, so here we are inside the game. Wow, it's been a long time since I've played this. Kind of excited. Alright, I'm going to try my best to narrate the dialogue as well, so bear with me on that. Here's our first quest. It's called A Big Bang. I don't remember how I got here. My ship has been damaged. I'll need to repair the ship's thrusters and patch up the hull. Fair enough. Here's our ship. You can see it's a little beat up. The train is not chugging right now, so let's see what we can do as far as fixing this thing can go. Here's Sail, which is the intelligence computer aboard our ship. This is the ship, I should just read it, the Ship-Based Artificial Intelligence Lattice. That's what it stands for. It is a yellow horse, which matches the color. Error, info, sail, run, inner loop. CNT number 1198, sums MS error, min 15, max 7199, horse 9899, average 23, last 8176, B3, var average US error, reboot required. Hope you guys like my robot voice. That's as good as it gets. Look at his eyeballs when you click on that. Reboot. He's going crazy. Get your shit together, Sail. What's going on here? Come on, man. Alright, well, let's reboot the ship's AI. Issue command. Boom, here we go. Boot initialized, new super user acquired. Hello. Thanks for that. I am Sail, and I'll be helping you out. I have restored the backup power for you. The thrusters and FTL drive are still offline. We should start by enabling your matter manipulator. I certainly won't say no to that. The matter manipulator, by the way, is sort of your first harvesting tool, I guess you could say. It's kind of like a pickaxe that you can use at a distance. It's very cool. We'll be using that here in just a moment. Your matter manipulator is an awesome way of interacting with the world. I can try to enable it for you. Please do, Sail. Here we go. And it showed up right here. Matter manipulator, which is R. Okay, that's good to know. I don't know if that was new or not, but R, I'll have to remember that, is for the matter manipulator. Manipulates anything that matters. Quick select with R key. Excellent. It worked! The matter manipulator enables you to pick up, move, and collect objects and materials. Good to know, Sail. So what else can we do here? We can repair the ship's thrusters, which I don't think we can do just yet. I can repair the thrusters with the ship's auto repair module, but I'll need 20 core fragments from the planet below. Alright, and as I recall, core fragments were not easy to come across. Can we enable the teleporter? I can turn on the ship's short-range teleport. It'll take you down to the planet below. Be careful down there. Sure will. Yeah, definitely do that for us, Sail. Alright, New quest, tutorial number 1, a flash of light. The first thing I should do is check the ship's locker. At the very least, I'll need a flashlight, but there should be some other supplies in there too. Okay, so obviously I can't do this now because I don't have the failure. You've not yet gathered the required materials. And I don't have any missions yet. Show me my tech tree. Okay, here's where you can sort of upgrade your character. You can make them bouncy. I think this is so you don't splat when you hit the ground. And takes one of these, not sure what those are called. Press F to generate a kinetic reversal field that reflects the ground. Okay, so when you activate that, you don't splat when you hit the ground. Costs 25 energy per second. Unlock this tech with a blank tech drive. Okay, so those are called tech drives. We don't have any of those, so I can't unlock that. Energy dash, double tap. That's exactly what you think it is. Double tap left or right to use this energy dash tech. Cooldown 0.8 seconds. Unlock this tech with a blank tech drive. Okay. Legs will allow you to double jump, I believe. Press jump in the air to use this. Yeah, so this is your basic double jump. And implants, there's nothing to look at there yet. Let's talk. Nothing here, nothing new. Okay. Let me print in 3D. So this, as I recall, love that optical illusion triangle, by the way. So this, as I recall, you can scan maybe not all of the objects, but many objects in the game. It will make sort of a recipe, and then you can print those after. You can craft them based on that recipe. This is something that's we'll be using that later on, not just yet. So I think that's it. And as you'll see over there, there's some kind of creature next to the cockpit here, and you can't get to it. I know what this creature is, but for anybody who's never seen this game, I won't spoil it for you. We'll discover what this creature is eventually within time. So let us look at our locker here. The ship's locker has a flashlight. There's our first quest done. A flashlight, a weapon, and a few torches. For good measure. Time for me to head down to the planet. You betcha. And we get 10 pixels. Pixels is the currency here in the game, so we get 10 pixels. And we're going to lose those when we die, so we're going to try really hard not to lose those. I'm not sure if you can pick them back up after or if you get them all back, but we'll find out. Tutorial number 2, Shop Class. It's time to make a crafting table. I should beam down to the planet and use my matter manipulator to fell trees for wood. Then press C to open my crafting menu to see what I'll need. Sounds good. I'm going to grab my torches too, stick those over there. They give you 2 guns to choose from at the start. Obviously the purple epic legendary color here, whatever you want to call it, is most likely the better weapon. But let's just compare here quickly just for fun. So this one has a DPS of 3. The rate of fire is 175 and energy per shot is 6, as opposed to this, which has a DPS of 7.2, so it's over double. Rate of fire is 1, so it's a lot faster actually, but it costs a lot more energy. So, and the specialty on this is that it's a piercing shot. So this one is two-handed, that one's one-handed. I guess the difference here is with a one-handed, obviously you can use a shield. With this two-handed, you cannot. So I'm going to use the two-handed weapon, but I'll bring along my revolver here just in case. Red Rider. So one thing I'd like to figure out, as I recall, it was a little tricky to activate your weapon. I have to remember how to do this. Was it tab? No, not tab. Okay, well R switches back and forth from your matter manipulator back to your weapon, so maybe I'll just do that. Oh cool, they added a crosshair, that's cool. That will definitely come in handy. Crosshair is absolutely new to the game. For me, anyway. Not sure when that came out. Let's drop down to the planet here. We're going to teleport down to the planet for the first time. Beam down. Beam me down, Scotty. Alright, Banana Man, it's all you, buddy. These little things here are like chests. You can shoot them, or I think you can open them as well. The bigger ones may have debuffs inside, or buffs. Are you? He's not friendly, is he? Alright, I'm already getting screwed up by a slime here. Wow. Is this really how we're going to start off our game? Getting pwned by a slime? I'm not sure if these guys are friendly or not. I'm guessing not, since everything's coming after me in a bad way. Wow. Wow. Okay. Not the greatest start, folks. I'm going to go back to the ship even though I can't recharge. Maybe I'll regroup and get myself together here. So in order to fill up your life, you need some kind of a bed or a tent or something to sleep in, which I don't have currently. So the best thing probably to do here is to run away like a coward as soon as I beam down. Try to get me some wood, make a crafting table, and then hopefully I can... Alright, there's nothing around here this time, so I'll be very careful not to attract any bad guys. And I'm going to start chopping down some wood. I'm starting to think maybe the revolver is the way to go. I don't know. Might shoot faster and compensate for my bad aim. Even with the crosshair on the weapon, it's still challenging to shoot stuff. Maybe just for me because I haven't played in a while. I just noticed we learned to craft yellow dye now, which is cool. Hopefully that music's not too loud. You can still hear me okay. Alright, so we got some wood. Maybe I can pick that thing off at a distance here. Not getting too close to it. As you can see, my aim is horrible. Got it again. There we go. It's got some good distance on it, this gun, though. Fortunately, it doesn't help my aim. Alright. New quest. It's time for a hoedown. To start farming, I'll need a way to till the soil. I should craft a hoe using some wood and copper bars. Alright, we're going to wait a little bit for that. Oh, yeah, that guy is definitely hostile because I heard that little noise. And as I recall, these particular enemies, once you kill them, they split into 3 slimes, or whatever they're called. Yep. And then you gotta kill those too. So there's no experience in the game, but these guys do drop stuff that we want, like pixels and other items. Eventually we'll be able to get some meat out of these to eat, to sustain ourselves. And if I remember correctly, you don't need to eat constantly anymore. It might be another way to gain some health if you don't have a bed. So before, if you didn't eat after a certain amount of time, you would die. But I don't think that's the case anymore. Might as well put some torches up here so I can see what's going on. This might be a good place to start building a base, actually. Technically, I should explore a little bit more because there's often pre-built bases around your starting location, so I might do that. Oh, and one thing I wanted to mention as well that I forgot is, just like I did with my Empyrean series, with the Starbound series, I'm going to try and at least set a few goals for each episode. and we'll try our best to accomplish those goals throughout the episode. Um, so goal number one for this episode is to obviously get re-familiarized with the game, which I'm kind of doing here implicitly as I go along. Goal number two, we're going to try and do a few quests, which we're well on our way of doing right now. And goal number three, I want to try and start building a base, or at least get myself ready, get some materials necessary to accomplish that. So let's put up some more torches so I can see what's going on here. Again, I don't want to get too far, since there may very well be a pre-built base nearby. Let's go take a quick look over here, and then I'll beam back to the ship since I do have my wood. I can go build that crafting table. While I'm doing this, oh, there's one of those big things. This might be a buff or a debuff. Let's see. That was a debuff. Now I'm on fire. And I'm going to beam back to the ship, but I probably will die anyway since I'm on fire. Oh, looks like beaming back to the ship put the flames out, which is good. Alright, I really want to try not to die unnecessarily, so you can understand my hesitation to want to take chances. As I was saying, if anybody out there, it's not hard to know more about this game than me. I'm still new to this, so if anybody has any tips for me, any advice, if you want to let me know what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, what I should be doing differently, please let me know in the comments. I would greatly appreciate that. And then that way there, it'll be a more enjoyable series for not only myself, but for all the viewers that are watching. So now we're back on our ship. Let us make our crafting table. What did we pick up here anyway? A matter module component. Okay. I can slot a bunch of these together to make a manipulator module. Okay, good to know. I'll put that in the bank here just for now, or the locker rather. This lets us make dye. Bandage is exactly what it sounds like. Restores 30 health. I might as well use that now since I don't really have any other means of healing right now. Alright, so we're definitely in better shape now than we were. Okay, it was C, I believe, to craft, and we wanted to make... Where are our quests, by the way? Here it is, the exclamation. So currently we have 3 active quests. We've got the Big Bang, tutorial number 2, and it's time for a hoedown, which is the gardening one. As you can see, they're color-coded to indicate which one is easiest, which is obviously this hoedown one. And then yellow is like medium, and orange and red would be very difficult. As with most RPGs, you've got your completed quest section here and failed quests, which I'm hoping you can abandon those and then start over if you need to. And then to access your quest window is J. Okay, so let me set this as my current quest. It didn't really show up anywhere. I was hoping maybe it would show up in the corner here, but it doesn't look like it will. So it's time to make a crafting table. I did beam down, I did get the wood, so let's make that happen. I'm going to build it on my ship here to start, since it seems a little hostile down there on the planet. And like I like to say, I'm not taking any chances. So here I need 35 wood planks. You need 1 unrefined wood to make 5 planks, it looks like. So I need, sorry, how many do I need? Again, 35. So that would be, what, 7? My math skills are horrible, by the way, so if I mess up on these, you'll know why. Alright, so wooden crafting table. Let's craft that away, and then bing bang boom. There's our second quest done. Second quest, third quest, second quest. Tutorial number 2, shop class done. Great! I can use this crafting table to create lots of items that I can't make with my bare hands. Sounds good. So I guess what that means is anything that in my C crafting screen, you can't make everything there. You got to use crafting table, and I believe to do that you stand in front of it and then hit E, which is the action button, to access that. So now tutorial number 3, prepare yourself. Plant fibers can be used to fashion bandages in case I get hurt. I should chop down some vines to obtain plant fibers and turn them into bandages by hand. Better safe than sorry. You got that right. Okay, so that's good to know. I can go get some vines, which are readily available. I did see some in that little cave down there. Then I can make some bandages, fill up my health until I get some other means of doing so. So, I might as well, I might as well make a campfire too. This ship is very well insulated, or not insulated, ventilated, so we don't have to worry about suffocating or anything like that. Let me drop this down right there, and then I'll be able to cook things with that. I can cook meat once I get the ability to do so. And in our inventory, you can see here we have three different tabs. One is our basic inventory, which can carry pretty much anything. These are crafting materials. And then over here, what is this? I don't even know what that is. Furniture? Not sure. There's a sapling anyway. Corn seed, more saplings, and there's my crafting table. So let's drop down the crafting table. I don't know, right? Doesn't really matter. We can move all this stuff later if we want. There we go. And now I can access a whole bunch more stuff. Alright. Oh cool, they got elevators in the game now. I'm sure I'll be discovering all kinds of fun stuff I can do. Alright, so next was to make bandages, I believe. And once we complete this quest, that will be pretty much the end of our first episode. Boy, it goes by quick. Time flies when you're having fun. But I think that'll be a good conclusion for our first episode here. There's some vines right there I can go get. Okay. And let's illuminate the surroundings a little bit so we know if there's any danger approaching. I'll gather up a few more vines and then we'll call it a day. So anyway, I hope as our first episode's drawing to a close here, I hope you're enjoying this series so far. We're just getting started, but many more fun adventures to come, and I hope that you'll join me for those. Might as well grab some dirt here while I'm at it and check out what's down here. What's this? Coal? Might be some coal. Can I even get that? I can't even... Oh, I can mine that. You gotta right click to do the background. Yeah, it is coal. So I just learned a few things. I can craft now black dye and gunpowder. Can't go wrong there. Coal may be used as a fuel source too. I don't recall. For your ship, I mean. So I don't want to get too far here. I'll grab these two vines, maybe put up another torch, and then I'm going to beam back up. So yeah, again, I hope you're enjoying this series so far. Again, we're just getting started, but many more adventures to come, many more episodes, hopefully. We'll get ourselves in all kinds of trouble. And one goal I wasn't able to accomplish in this episode is the beginnings of a base, but that seems to be a little bit more... okay, it will come later on, basically. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get back up there now. Whoops. Give myself a little step. There we go. And just to test this out a little bit, let me see if you have... Okay, as long as you have an opening straight up, even if you're underground, you should be able to get out. So there we go. I've got some plant fibers, which I'll be able to use to make bandages somewhere. There we go. There they are. How many do I have? I don't know if I want to use all of those, but let's make a good 10. And there we go. There's our third quest complete, tutorial number 3. That wasn't too bad. I could make all sorts of things from plant fibers, from ropes to fabric. And you can use fabric to make yourself your first starter gear, I believe. Here's tutorial number 4, the food fight for next time we play. To stay healthy and add to my combat effectiveness, I'll need to cook some food. I should obtain some raw steak by killing a monster with a hunting bow or hunting spear and cook it on a campfire to produce cooked steak. Alright, so next episode we're going to do some hunting. We will make either a spear or a bow. I think I prefer the bow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I like the bow better than the spear. I don't recall why, but there was probably a good reason for that. So 30 wood planks, plant fire. Might as well do that now. 30 wood planks, so that'd be 6 of these bad boys. Oops, there we go. Make my bow. And there you have it. It's probably here somewhere. There it is. Let's make that number 1. And I'll definitely be putting these bandages up here, so I'll be using those a lot, I'm sure. Fill up my health all the way to the top, and there you go. So that's it for episode 1, folks. I hope you liked it. Again, I hope you'll join me for next time. If you enjoy my channel, if you enjoy my videos and my series and my Let's Play and all the junk that I put out there on YouTube, go ahead and give me a like or a comment and a sub and all that fun stuff. I would greatly appreciate it. And I hope again that you'll join me next time for episode 2 of our Let's Play Starbound series. Take care, everyone, and good luck in all your adventures. Bye for now.